Hello again. Welcome to a very special edition of CropLife Retail Week. As we last week we sort of pretended to be in a bunker. This week we actually are in the bunker. So
real nice, Paul.
So are we about 15 miles apart right now? You're out in the far-flung west, and I'm in the closer to the city west side of Cleveland.
Yes.
So we're happy to continue to broadcast. As we said, the show must go on. We must continue to do this. And in the spirit of normalcy, I'm going to have some coffee here real soon. So I'm going to request that my coffee be brought in. See, this is the best part about having Nat here, being at home, is that she brings me my coffee in the morning. Isn't that great? Just like every other morning, right, honey?
Oh,
yeah,
sure.
Awesome. Well,
very good.
So we're both working from home right now. So being empty nesters, it's been pretty quiet. So we're able to do it pretty well.
Except for the parrot.
Except for the parrot.
Hey, Nat, I got Lucky won't deliver coffee to me. Do you make home deliveries, or she's knock on the door maybe?
All right. Very good. Carry on. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and that's in PR marketing. She actually works with the Society of St. Vincent de Paul. So she's got her own issues with trying to get the homeless fed and get food out to those who are less fortunate. So that's what she's been doing the last week or so, and the last week at home is just trying to continue that service with everything that's going on. So we're all chipping in trying to do our share, but she's got quite a burden going on. So thanks for the coffee, hon. So there's still plenty of things going on in the world. I know you had a couple items to get to, Eric, and you want to kick it off?
Yeah, Paul, thanks. One of the things I know that we found out this week is there were some projections from USDA regarding the acreage numbers for the various row crops. And in particular, corn and soybean. Looks like corn is going to be at 94 million acres this year, Paul, up 4 million from last year. And soybean is going to be at 85 million acres, which is up 9 million acres from last year. So, and unfortunately, it's like wheat and cotton are going to be down a little bit, perhaps. But again, these are the early projections. But at the moment, folks are banking on corn versus soybean will be a better cash crop for them in 2020.
Just hope things keep, we keep the moisture down and get that crop in the ground. I mean, it's like the last bastion of normalcy in this entire country is the fact that agriculture's still rolling and the food's still coming and things are still getting planted. So we're really hoping for the best and hoping that you folks out there are going to continue rolling, continue making progress.
Yeah, well, Chris, one of the things, Paul, is I know a lot of folks were probably looking at corn because they were thinking, well, corn prices will probably be going up, although I don't know if you've been looking at the commodity market the last couple of days, and corn's been taking a little bit of a hit. And most of that seems to be tying to what's going on in the ethanol market. Basically, I was reading a report this morning that analysts are saying with a lot of people sheltering at home, not traveling, that ethanol demand could be down 20 to 25% here in the next month or two. And that is having a negative impact on corn commodity prices as a result.
Right. We're getting word about on the ethanol production side of cutbacks. I know I'd seen something about Poet cutting back, basically keeping to what they already had contracted in terms of corn use for ethanol in most of their plants. So, and a lot of this wasn't even driven by what's going on with coronavirus. It's all driven by what just happened simultaneously with Saudi Arabia and Russia and prices being cut. So it's something that probably will have some lasting effect even after this crisis does pass. But fortunately, just not real good news there either.
Yeah, and I know adding to that, I read this morning that the Andersons, our friends here in Ohio, were cutting back on their ethanol capacity by 50% here in April and May, going to have some extended shutdowns at their plants. And their ethanol group president basically said the primary reason was a decline in demand resulting from Russia and Saudi Arabia's oil war and also the coronavirus pandemic. And he's expecting that the production will return to normal as demand maybe goes up as we move through the next few months and people kind of get back to the workplace.
Let's hope it's sooner than later. I know it'll probably be certainly longer than everyone hopes, but hopefully sooner than later. We got a boost from the stimulus package now that's going to put dollars hopefully in the right people's pockets. I almost feel bad having a job and not really being threatened with employment loss of getting a check. So I'd love to see that money flow to the people that really need it in the income, the folks that are getting in hourly wages that are losing jobs right now or getting laid off temporarily. But it's good that the money's going to be flowing to the market, and hopefully it'll get consumers back in the buying mode once we're kind of freed up to go places and start patronizing these local businesses again.
Yeah, well, again, we'll have to see, but I know that the stimulus package passing is probably a big relief to a lot of folks. Although I know you and I have kind of been in touch the last few days with our friends in the retail community, and pretty much sounds like things are moving along just fine at the moment. Activity is normal, and growers are coming into the facilities and placing their orders online maybe, and so it doesn't sound like there's any disruptions right now for our particular folks. So
yeah, I had a back and forth email exchange with John Oster a couple days ago, and that was kind of his message is, and it's why we kind of take the tack we do with logistics and retail. It's like that's what these guys do, and they're going to figure out how to manage it no matter what. And every situation in every region is going to be a little bit different, a little more localized. But again, the key is just not to panic, to just manage the situation like you always do, and focus on good service and good logistics, and get the job done. Being the good man in the storm has never been a problem for the retailer. That's kind of the role they've always taken and take pride in. So I'm sure that things are going to move. However they move, they're going to move because of the retailers.
Well, and just to give a little plug to our own online information, I know we recently posted something about what some of the ag retailers are actually doing in the coronavirus era here to kind of keep their businesses going normal. So if you're interested to see what some of the larger retailers and smaller ones are doing in the marketplace, please check out our website and you can find that story for yourself.
Absolutely. Did you have anything else?
I did not. How about you?
Not. Well, I just wanted to say that this is Ag Day, Ag Week. There's been a lot of postings out there on social media. I don't think I've posted anything directly, but we certainly do appreciate everything that agriculture brings to the table. Not the least of which is of course the fact that we can serve it and have it be our careers. But it is wonderful to be in an industry that does such wonderful things. And it's unfortunately we had this cloud of the virus over everything going on, and there were a lot of celebrations that had to be canceled in Washington D.C., which is unfortunate. I was talking to Mike Gomes via email a little while ago, who's with Topcon Industries. They're at a meeting with the FCC right now, not at a meeting, but attending a virtual public meeting on broadband. And they are feeding the FCC everything they can handle in terms of technology, information, the challenges that agriculture has in rural broadband. If FCC doesn't know exactly what the challenges are and what we need in this industry after this group disbands, I don't know what could possibly convince them, because it's detailed, it's technical, and it's passionate. And I think it's great that they're having these hearings, and hopefully it really does have an impact on spending and direction of resources in DC when it comes to rural broadband. So we really got to have it.
Yeah, and I know it's on the radar for a lot of these guys in DC. I remember back in the Commodity Classic when I was still traveling back in San Antonio back in late February, when I heard Sonny Perdue talk, he mentioned about 5G was coming and what it will help do for the rural communities, for agriculture, and its ability to communicate with its its suppliers and its customers and do better job in the field using tech to do things like scouting, that kind of thing.
Sure. Yeah, and 5G is one thing, but I think everyone is really just trying to get, establish, what is the thing that we should be shooting for in terms of bandwidth that these folks need, and then how do we get there, and who are the players that are going to get us there? I mean, those are all really important questions, and gets to the nitty gritty. We've been talking around about it a long time, but we really need to we need to act on this. And it's a real opportunity, I think. I think seeing what's possible through, electronic communication, maybe even taxing the system a little bit in terms of, how we're doing this now, and everybody's doing kind of things we're doing now from our homes. And, in some cases, barely hanging on to enough bandwidth to get things done, even in the city. Rural communities need it that much more badly. All right. Well, that's it, man. That's it for this edition. I wanted to say I'm wearing my largest ball of twine T-shirt in support of my friends in Kansas. Just saying, they're just throwing the love out there wherever I possibly can.
Okay. Well, very good, Paul.
Anyway, so that's it for this edition of CropLife Retail Week from the remote reaches, and we will look forward to seeing you next week.
By creating simple, innovative solutions to complex challenges, UPL is providing more choices and a broader range of leading-edge, sustainable solutions for today's growers. As one of the top 5 agricultural solutions companies in the world, UPL has a well-integrated and strong crop technologies portfolio. All stages of the production cycle are included in UPL's portfolio: seed technologies, crop protection including biologicals, plant stress and stimulation products, post-harvest solutions, and soil and water technologies. In many cases, they cater to region-specific needs. While UPL has thousands of agricultural products and technologies designed to help farmers increase yield and grow sustainability, we aren't stopping there. We are committed to Open Ag, our mission to foster new partnerships and collaborations that help overcome challenges in agriculture and throughout the food chain. We believe bringing all the different players in the food system, farmers, packagers, supermarkets, and consumers, together to share ideas will deliver broader choice, greater value, and increased sustainability to the entire agriculture industry and create solutions where everyone wins.
If you have questions or comments about today's episode of Retail Week, contact us by email or Twitter, or type your message in the comment section below.
Your feedback is important to us. We'll try our best to address your thoughts in next week's episode.
And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.